beat the game. It's fucking awesome. The ending is kind of fucking crazy, quite honestly. I had a lot of fun playing that game. But that game's single player. It's like, it's just there's a couple games that I could literally play their campaign over and over because it's so fun. And that's Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5. I can play those two campaigns over and over because they are so good. I mean, I don't know. That's I guess I just have to get like a PS fucking 5 or whatever because it's just a matter of if there's so many games you could play if I just had a PlayStation. I mean, there's a lot of games. I mean, I like playing Among Us. I have fun playing that. And
I was gonna get that. I was gonna get that shit. Then we just stopped talking about it.
Well, that's because we got on like the fucking seat or whatever.
That's because what?
We started playing Madden like all day, or not all day, but every night. Like you guys were doing your little thing and fucking.
I'm on Fall Guys right now. Fucking Well, I mean, are we doing?
Are we ready for week 7?
Are we doing podcast or what, dude?
Yeah.
I was gonna bring this up earlier. Should we just like let the podcast thing go?
Well, I mean, why?
Most nights when we're trying to do it, something just happens. We don't end up.
Well, Tiger's been sitting here for an hour and a half, fucking beating his dick.
Calm down, Alex. Calm down.
Been doing for an hour and a half. I said to start it for the last fucking almost 2 hours. I mean, I've been home for a fucking hour and a half.
He's mad that I didn't start it sooner because I was in the middle of a game. Kobe, I haven't played my game yet, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm in the middle of a fucking game. I mean, I can multitask. I'm just saying.
Oh, the funny part is we're actually live.
What, Tiger?
We're live.
Oh, finally. Yeah, you probably just went live.
Oh my god, Alex, you're so fucking special.
No, I'm just a fucking genius.
Alright, so what's the first discussion here?
Oh, here, I'm gonna get something real.
Well, see, why did you start it, Tiger, if we don't know what the fuck we're talking about?
Oh, we're talking about it when you relax. We're getting around to it right now.
Fuck college football playoffs.
That's what we're doing first. Will you fucking relax?
I don't really care about talking about the games. I just talk about the fucking national title game. That's all I care about. The other ones I can give two shits less about. I mean, sure. I mean, if you want to talk about that, we can. I don't care.
All right, Alex. Then I'll just start it for you since you want to sit there and have your lovely time for a hot minute.
What?
I said, I'm going to start and talk about it, and I'll let you know when I come in with you. So hold for a second.
Okay, Johnny.
All right. So we're going to get started since Alex is being his funny little bitch boy moment. Welcome to the podcast. It's always been a while since we have done one, guys. We have all been busy working and trying to get shit done. So today we're going to be talking about the championship game.
It was a bitch last week, but anyways, we'll move on from there.
I love it. Anywho, we're going to talk about the championship game very quickly. We're not going to be on this too long, and we're going to move on to NFL talk with the last games of the season, playoffs, and figure out who's winning the Super Bowl. So I'm actually going to start it off. Usually I hand it off to Alex, but I'm just going to go with it this time. So your national championship game is TCU, Georgia. I've got $30 on the line against my boy Alex. Me and him has already had. We're going to talk shit all the way through this game. I don't really give two shits. That's just how it is. But I think TCU has a shot at beating Georgia. The only way they're going to beat them is they've got to run the ball against this defense, and they have got to make sure that Max Duggan has the game of his life. Like, Georgia needs to do what they got to do to stop them. Ohio State exposed them. Like, if TCU can run the same scheme that Ohio State did, you could have TCU, personally, in my opinion, dominate Georgia, but I don't see them dominating them. Do I see them keeping it close? Yes. I think TCU wins the ball game 24-20. I think they're going to keep it nice and low and keep Georgia really low enough, but I think Georgia's going to try to sneak back, try to win the ball game, but I think TCU holds on to it. All right, so the guy I got a bet against, Alex. Give me your opinion, Alex.
I think TCU, the only real chance they have of winning this game is in a shootout, which I don't think is going to happen. I think too much Georgia defense. Like you said, yes, they didn't play very well against Ohio State, but also Ohio State has arguably the best quarterback in the country and the best receivers in the country, and the Michigan is not. I think Michigan, quite honestly, is overrated. But credit to TCU for beating Michigan. But I also think that Georgia's a different animal than Michigan, and also I think Ohio State's way better than Michigan. I think Michigan just got extremely lucky by beating them this year personally. But I just don't think TCU. I don't think TCU is going to win the line of scrimmage, and I think they're going to get their ass beat up front. I think Georgia wants to go in there and prove a point, make kind of like a statement game, I guess, saying that game against fucking Ohio State was a fluke. And they were going to prove a point that TCU don't belong on that stage. I think I got Georgia winning 31-13. Too much Georgia defense, and I think Georgia's going to be able to run the ball, do their thing. I just don't think TCU's going to be able to get off the field as much, and I think Georgia's defense is going to make Max Duggan they're going to create turnovers and make them force some interceptions. I think Georgia wins pretty convincingly, 31-13.
Hunter.
I agree. I think Georgia's going to dominate up front, and I think they're really going to get after Max Duggan, and I think they'll force him to make bad choices. But I think TCU will. I think Georgia will maintain a lead most of the game, 10 points. I think TCU will probably hang around, and they'll try to put together a last-minute drive. But I think Georgia's defense is just going to be too much. They're going to shut them down, and just a little bit too much Georgia for them.
Kobe.
If it's a shootout, I just don't see the shootout.
Okay. Kobe?
I say Georgia. I take Georgia 30-24.
That's understandable there. Kobe, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, brother. Give me your thought process on this.
I got Georgia winning this. I think it's too much defense for Georgia. I think TCU in the first half might keep it close, but in the second half we're going to see Stetson Bennett step it up and take over, and then Georgia's defense is just going to stop TCU's offense in the second half. I'm going to go 31-17 Georgia.
Bro, watch all of us be wrong about this shit, and TCU just comes out there and somehow wins the game.
This is what I told Alex.
I do have that feeling. We're all taking freaking Georgia as the sure pick, and TCU hangs around.
I think Georgia's pissed that they kept it close to the house.
I think TCU has an amazing story. They were they got a bunch of random recruits. They were predicted to be 7th, 8th in the conference.
Oh, not really random recruits. They have good players. They were 5-7 last year, and they have a head coach, and they have one of the best.
They're the first team to do good with the transfer portal. That's what they are.
How do you define good?
I think they just have a really good.
Because
are you meaning
they had last year they had the 46th best recruiting class. So basically their team's a bunch of transfer guys.
Oh, what I mean by transfers, are you saying go to the Natty, or how do you define good? Because there's other teams that have a lot of transfers.
Go to the Natty.
Okay. I was gonna say, because there's teams K-State's had some pretty solid transfers and they won a Big 12, but I didn't know how you were defining it. But if you're going like that, then yeah, that is definitely true. I do agree with that. TCU has one of the best receivers in the country. Probably the best receiver in the draft, quite honestly. But
what pick do you think he'll go? You think he'll go top 10?
Top 20.
Yeah.
So
You don't think a team that needs a receiver will go get him?
I know if a team that wants some backup.
Honestly, actually, if depending where Green Bay picks, I think Green Bay could pick him. Quite honestly,
Oh, I'd be so
Because-
happy.
because if they drafted Quentin Johnson, he'd probably be their best receiver. Quite honestly,
You think he'll
Yeah,
be
my-
better than? You think he'll be better than Christian Watson immediately?
yeah. Nah, not immediately because he's a rookie, and that takes time to develop. Like obviously, with
Yeah,
Packers.
Christian Watson. Sucked.
So you're calling the receiver for TCU.
Well, are we going? I'm not saying he'll get drafted by Green Bay, but I'm saying it depends where, it depends where the draft positioning ends up.
Yeah.
There's a chance. There's a chance a team like fucking Atlanta might take a receiver again. Quite honestly, because besides Kyle Pitts and Drake London, that's all they're left. They don't really. I don't think they will. I think a team like that will take fucking probably a corner, but maybe an edge. But I don't know.
All right.
Pittsburgh will do Pittsburgh things. They'll take fucking defense or offense.
Like they always do.
I feel
Anywho.
like they always do.
All right, so welcome to the NFL side. So we're gonna dive right into the AFC side right quick. And Kansas City has already clinched number one spot. They have.
Yep.
And basically the Bills and Cincinnati are fighting for whoever takes second or third at this point. I think Bills will win their ball game. I need them to win. Let's go Bills. Cincinnati, I think Cincinnati should beat Baltimore, keep Baltimore where they're at. Jaguars, you did fucking good today, Jaguars. You did what you were supposed to fucking do. You were supposed to beat Tennessee and eliminate their happy asses. You did your fucking job. I know it wasn't that great of a win, but hey, Trevor Lawrence, you're getting better and better every year. You are a possible top 10 quarterback. Very, very good. And you know what you got to do. Chargers. Justin Herbert. Is he healthy? I don't know if he's fucking healthy. Let me name my boy Alex. Is he healthy?
I think
He's gonna be good to go.
I think he'll be better. I think when the playoff gets in there, how I see the playoffs is that to me their season starts over in the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't matter who or nothing.
Honestly, some people say I would want to play the Chargers because I think they're very good offensively. They have some really talented players on offense, and I think they've gotten better on defense as the seasons went along. And they got some guys: Herbert, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. They have two of the best pass rushers in the NFL, in Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. They're really good. Derwin James is going to be back and healthy. But I think if I had to pick a team that I wouldn't want to play, I think that could cause an upset is the Chargers out of anybody.
I think you're right there. I think you're kind of.
I think if the Jags could maybe get the Ravens, they could beat the Ravens, but I don't think the Jags could. I think too much offense. But that's because I have no faith in the Ravens, and I think Lamar is extremely overrated. But that's my own opinion.
Yeah, no,
I
I agree.
think the Jags could beat anybody.
I definitely think they can.
I think they could beat the Ravens because the Ravens are one-dimensional. They can throw even with Lamar. They can't throw.
Now the question would be:
Nobody can stop them. When nobody can stop them, though.
Well, that's true. But what you gotta think about though, Hunter? When he gets back, he's coming off a sprained knee. That's that's serious. You could get hurt again really easily. He ain't gonna be full Lamar's speed and running like crazy. I don't believe he can. When he's 100%, because one bad tackle or whatever.
Nobody is at this point in the season.
Yeah. I would take probably the Ravens to beat the Jags, but I think that's the one team they could beat in the playoff. I think the one team coming out of the AFC is the Chiefs, and I thought that since the beginning of the year. Even when they lost Tyreek Hill, I knew they were going to get there. I
want to definitely want to clip on that right quick because I think you and me talked about that a lot. Was we had heard from Kansas City because a lot of people were like, so doesn't Kansas City even make the playoffs without Tyreek Hill? Personally, in my opinion, I started off saying I don't think they could, because of it, but then Alex started kind of changing my mind a little bit. But they've proved it. They've proved it, and they've proved it.
I don't know. I don't know why anybody thought they couldn't. They have the best quarterback in the game. Even when they do lose Tyreek Hill, dude. Yes, he's having a great year with Miami, with Tua and showing Tua's healthy. But dude, Tyreek and with Mahomes is having an MVP season without his best weapon now. Now you got Kelsey, who's the best tight end in the game. I mean, and Juju's been solid, and MVS, who Packer fans Hunter hate. LOL, I'm kidding. You know, and fucking, he's been pretty solid for them. They got Kadarius Toney, who's been nice. He's been okay. You know, they're a good team. And you know what? They actually have something now. And he's not the best running back, but he's a great pass-catching back. Tiger has him in fantasy, and that's Jerick McKinnon. He has a touchdown in like fucking 7 or 6 straight games.
Oh yeah, no, that boy right there is dangerous.
Unreal. That is unreal. Like, and that's running back and they're all receiving. Really, they're never passing touchdowns because he never really runs the ball. You know, but I think the Chiefs, you know, they have the best defensive tackle in the NFL in this year, and that's Chris Jones. He's really been really good this year. He's been, you know, but I think the Chiefs, they're my favorite to come out of the AFC. They've been all year, but if I had to say somebody else besides them, I'd go with probably the Bengals. I don't have faith in the Bills. I don't.
I think the Bengals are the better team than the Bills, I think.
Oh, I do too.
Plus the Bengals
But hold on a second here.
7 in a row, and they're hot right now too.
Well, hold on a second here. Now think about this real quick, guys. Think about this. So let's say for shits and giggles, Pittsburgh does get in, and they play the Bills. And this is just me being the Alex. Let's say somehow Pittsburgh does beat the Bills. My first question in my head is, and I know Alex is going to fucking be like, no, Tiger, it's not going to happen, but it'd be funny as hell. If Pittsburgh beats the Bills and advances on, and we do have to play Kansas City, Alex, if you don't mind me asking, could Pittsburgh stop that offense?
No.
Explain real quick.
I mean, I think they could keep it. I just don't think, you know, I mean, okay. So I think the AFC this year, it's loaded, but it's not. I think the NFC is more loaded. I think the AFC is loaded, but I think I don't think they're as good as the NFC. I think because, like, to me, the Chiefs are very beatable. If you just take Kelsey away, make Mahomes use his other weapons. They can't really run the ball that great. You know, you take away Travis Kelsey, other guys are going to have to step up. That's how you really beat the Chiefs. The Bills, they can't run the ball worth the shit. You take Stephon Diggs away, you just got to play defense. They can't run the ball. Josh Allen's going to eventually one of these days get himself really hurt running the ball. You know, the Bengals, I mean, I think they're the hardest team to beat. Not in the Union, but you'd probably ask why I picked the Chiefs because they have the best quarterback in the game. The Bengals are hard to beat because they have 3 really solid receivers. They have Jamar Chase, who's one of the best in the league. They have T. Higgins, who's honestly a really good second. And then they have Tyler Boyd, who really no one talked about. He's actually really damn good. They also have a good tight end. They have good running backs, and Samaje Perine and Joe Mixon. Shout out to Oklahoma for Colby, by the way. You know, they're not that good up front, but you know they can make plays. They're okay on defense. They're not great, but they're not bad. I think the Bengals are like the toughest team to beat, but the best team's the Chiefs because they have Patrick Mahomes, and he's a game changer.
So what I'm hearing is if Pittsburgh somehow does beat the Bills, and I don't think they will, but you know what? If it does, I'm shocked.
All I'm saying is they wouldn't play the Chiefs anyways, Tiger.
I know.
They'd probably if they were 7, I think they'd play.
No. It's the lowest seed goes to number 1 team.
I don't know if they play the Chiefs or not.
If they were the lowest seed, they would. If they were the second lowest, they would go to Cincinnati.
Yeah, offense. Depends on who wins. Blah, 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 blah,
But let's say, just for shits and giggles, Pittsburgh does make it that far. Like, Alex, I just want to ask you, like, and you already made an answer, but like, and this is me trying to sound like bullshit, never going to happen, but if Pittsburgh beats the Bills, or gets in and beats the Bills, and let's say somehow they do beat the Chiefs, are you scared of them now?
No,
And why?
because I don't believe Pittsburgh has a good enough offense to even get them that far. I think Pittsburgh they don't have the pieces offensively right now. They're not good offense. They're not that great offensively. They just don't have the points. Even if they got that point, like they'd still have to beat either a good Bengals offense, good Chargers offense. All these teams that can. Adam, if Pittsburgh got in, Tiger, all these teams can put up points. The Steelers are the only ones that really can. They're way too reliant on their defense.
But that's the thing, Alex. You've always learned. I've learned this. That's their defensive meadow. But
that's what Pittsburgh does. They've done it for several.
and I agree. So can Pittsburgh's defense slow down Josh Allen?
How do they stop Josh Allen?
Can they?
No. That strategy worked 10 years ago. It just doesn't work with how high octane these offenses are.
I agree, Hunter. I agree. But like Hunter, that's the same thing for y'all.
How do you stop the Bills? It's actually quite simple. You know why the Bills are why the Bills are good? Because you got to contain Josh Allen scrambling and keeping plays alive. He uses his legs to keep plays alive. He runs the ball, keeps plays alive with his leg, and throws the ball. He's kind of like an Aaron Rodgers in a way. It's kind of how Aaron keeps the play alive with his feet and shit and makes good throws. Forced turnovers. The Bills don't have a good running game. They're literally a one-dimensional team. They are literally forced to throw the ball because their running is so bad. And you know what?
Okay. Let's switch to the NFC. Who's
Hold
your
on a second. Hold on. I'll just read Alex's statement real quick.
I already finished.
Oh, what?
The way you beat the Bills is if you can contain Josh Allen and you can't let Stephon Diggs tear you up.
Okay. All right.
You can contain Stephon Diggs and you contain them because their defense is not. It's okay. But, I just don't think Pittsburgh has a good enough offense to score.
All right. So now we're going to move on to the NFC. Basically, we're going to be looking at whoever can somehow win their ball game this week. Could have number one spot. I think it goes the Eagles. I think Eagles have a shot of winning it.
I don't.
But that could be different.
Eagles are the clear favorite.
I think they are. San Francisco, Minnesota, they got to do what they got to do to have a shot to get it. And you got Tampa, Dallas. I'm basically going to the same statement I'm going to say that I said for Pittsburgh, and this is mainly to Hunter now. So, Hunter, Green Bay and Pittsburgh are basically in the same fucking solution, or in the same fucking spot. Shit's got to happen for shit to get in, right? Okay? Let's say y'all do get in, and let's say y'all play, just for shits to get in, we'll say y'all play San Francisco. But I don't want y'all to play San Francisco. But let's say y'all get in and play San Francisco. Can y'all stop that offense? Like, Hunter, can Green Bay stop that?
I think if we continue to play defense like we have been the last few weeks, we have a chance. And it'll just come down to, can Aaron Rodgers be Aaron Rodgers? And can he go out and win a game? And it'll be if we can make the plays. It'll be on the passing game because, they're probably going to shut down our run game. Unless A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones have an amazing day.
Okay.
And I'm also banking on hoping that Brock Purdy struggles because, his first playoff game ever.
I got you.
And, that's basically what I'm banking on. And
All right.
Green Bay, to me, usually Green Bay is the team with all the pressure on them. Now Green Bay really has nothing to lose now. They're underdogs. They just got in as a 7 seed. It's going to be up to the 49ers because they're the clear favorite. So
I agree. All right. So this is kind of going back. This is kind of whoever wants to answer, but I think I'm going to go to Alex now. Alex. So I'm looking at Tampa, okay? I'm looking at Tampa. We got the GOAT. We got Mr. Tom Brady, right? All right. So there's a good chance they're going to end up playing the Cowboys. Alex, I need you to be completely. They couldn't. We'll see what
There's
happens.
a lot of scenarios
Correct.
that can happen. I mean, there's a good chance Philly don't even get the one.
I wouldn't be shocked about that. I wouldn't be
Jalen
shocked.
Hurts more than likely ain't gonna play, but can go ahead.
Well, then let's go with that scenario real quick, Alex. Let's say Jalen doesn't play, and let's say somehow the Eagles do somehow win. That would be lucky as shit, by the way, because they didn't. They haven't done it.
Before we talk about any like the matchups, we should talk about everyone's scenarios. Like, I mean, you think about it like this: the Eagles lose, the Niners win, the Niners get the 1 seed. Then, if Dallas wins, the Eagles go all the way to the 5.
I agree with that.
And then Dallas would go to a 2.
Okay,
And
then.
Minnesota would go to.
Well, then if that's the case, if because I'm trying to go off what would look good and what wouldn't look good on paper, but I definitely agree with what you're going with. Well, then let's say that scenario fucking happens, and this is fucking shits and giggles. Let's say somehow Eagles don't win, Cowboys do, and let's say the 49ers lose, and Minnesota wins. You could have Dallas jumping up to number 1 or number 2 behind Minnesota, but then here goes my question. Oh, no, you're number 1? Oh, yeah.
Number 1, but they can get the highest they get 2.
Okay, well then if that's the case, let's say Dallas does go to number 2 or somewhere around that lines. Would you be scared of them?
No.
Okay, and explain real quick.
I think Dallas is going to pull Dallas and choke in the playoffs like they do every year. But
I hope we do. If we get to play anybody, I somehow hope it's the Cowboys.
That would be lucky for you.
Here's my thing on it. With the NFC. You guys, you said Tiger, you believe Philly's your favorite. My favorite, I predicted them to win at the beginning of the year. It was the Niners. I predicted them to win it all year. Because, even though they started slow, lost to the Bears, started like 4 and whatever, lost to the Falcons, I still believe in the Niners. I didn't maybe expect it to beat Brock Purdy of all people, but you know what? He's played really well his first 4 games. He's undefeated as a starter. I think he's kind of proved himself a little bit. He's had moments where he's had to make big plays, and he has. I mean, yes, you could say, well, he has some really good players on this team. Well, you know what? So do the Eagles. So do the Vikings. So do everybody else. You know what? He's a rookie quarterback and making these tremendous plays. And I think what would beat the Niners in the playoffs is maybe Brock Purdy. I don't think he has to be perfect because I think their defense is really, really good. They have the best defense in the NFL. And I think their defense is going to, they're not going to put that kid in a bad spot.
No.
I think the Niners, the farthest they can get was the NFC Championship game.
Who's going to beat them then? They're just on
The only 2 teams that I can think of that could.
The Eagles could beat them, or the Cowboys could.
Yeah, but the thing is that you're having to lean on a lot of.
You know what, man? And there's one team none of us are talking about, and that's Tampa. As much as I don't want to talk about Brady,
I know.
But you know what? And you're gonna think I'm an idiot for making this bold statement. I think your NFC title game is Tampa. San Fran. I think Brady gets there because you know what, dude? It's Brady, and the playoffs don't matter. And he's the greatest ever. And as much as I don't want to see him win another one, there's a good chance he gets there.
Yeah.
Well, then, if that's the case, Alex, let's say the GOAT somehow does get there. Is anybody on the AFC side have a chance of stopping them?
Oh yeah, but
the Chiefs would destroy them. I think.
I don't know. I think it'd be a good game because you know what, the difference maker in the first time there really wasn't a difference maker. Tampa beat the shit out of them, but also Tampa was better.
The Chiefs have no defensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, their offensive line ain't that great this year, but it's better than that year. But yeah, I think if this is how I see it, momentum's a big thing in football. I think if they got there, they would have too much momentum, and it would help them win. I think if Brady gets there, he'll win. But I don't think he'll get there in general. I think I think it's the Niners or the Eagles. But but my fear with the Eagles is we don't know how good Jalen Hurts is going to be after missing all this time. He might still not be 100%. Because I mean, a shoulder injury is different because it's his throwing arm too. It's not like his non-throwing.
But your non-throwing arm could still fuck with you too.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's his throwing arm. It's not like his non-throwing arm. I don't believe he's going to be able to throw the ball as well, and I think that's going to cause Philadelphia problems.
Well, then if that's the case, then do you even see them making it that far?
Depends what seed they are, because I think there's some Philly. Because I don't know how healthy Jalen Hurts is going to be, because my fear with him is it's his throwing, and I don't know how good he's going to be able to throw the ball. Because those shoulder sprains don't just go away immediately. Like a sprain is an injury you can re-injure really quickly, easily. It's kind of like a hamstring. You can re-injure it really easily. You've seen that from a guy like Julio Jones, who the last 4 or 5 years has been fucking destroyed from fucking Hunter, fucking those type of injuries of hamstrings. And sprain is an injury that can reoccur a lot. I think a team, depending matchups that could make noise, is the Giants, and that for several reasons. One, I think they have arguably the coach of the year in Brian Daboll. The Giants had no expectations. No one expected the Giants to beat the playoffs. Did you? Did any of you expect the Giants to make the playoffs this year?
No.
And be honest.
No, probably.
Okay, that's what I'm saying on this is no one thought they were going to make the playoffs. You know what? And they've been really good this year. They're really they're really good defensively with Kayvon Thibodeau and Dexter Lawrence, and they're really good. I think they're not as good offensively, but I think Saquon is playing like the best back in the game right now.
What's going on with the franchise, by the way? Sorry to interrupt. Colby, what's going on with the franchise right now?
Finish my game.
I haven't played mine yet, Hunter. Just give me a little bit. I'll play it in a little bit. But to get to the point, Alex, let's say the scenarios. Go ahead.
I think a team like the Giants could make an upset or two. I think they're the only team I think that could realistically. I think if Green Bay got there, it would depend who they played as the two. If they played the Cowboys, I think they would beat the Cowboys, quite honestly, because Aaron Rodgers owns the Cowboys in the playoffs, like Hunter said before. But,
Well, wait. We sure you want to talk about owning the Cowboys when, and don't get this wrong, Hunter. Wasn't there also that 1 year y'all choked the shit out of it?
No, not
Aaron Rodgers. Not against the Cowboys. In the playoffs, maybe, yeah, they choke, but not against the Cowboys.
And from early, they did.
Not against the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was like 2015, 2016. Check.
No, that was that one game that Jared Cook or whatever his name made that like.
You mean Ricard Rodgers or whatever the fuck is that tight end made that same catch on the sideline?
Yeah,
and they kicked the field goal and won. Yeah, because in the next game they got their ass kicked by Atlanta.
Yep.
No, because Tiger in the last Aaron Rodgers in his career against Dallas is. Then there was the 1 year they beat him when they had Dez Bryant, Tony Romo, which I don't know how that wasn't a catch still, but okay. But yeah, that was forever ago. I could care less. It's the fucking Cowboys. Nobody likes the Cowboys. It would not. I think they could, but it would depend on who they played.
So I think if you get put up against like the Vikings or Cowboys are two best bets.
Well, the Vikings can't get to 2, Hunter. That's why I'm saying it'd have to be the Cowboys. No, because they lost to the Cowboys earlier in the year. And they also lost to Philly.
So that means we're either going to have to play like freaking...
You're guaranteed to either play Philly, Dallas, or San Francisco. Depending on the results. I would want to play San Fran. As much as I understand you say Brock Purdy.
We need a freaking revenge game against San Fran, dude.
Yeah, and like I said, as much as I know you want to the rookie Brock Purdy, I get that. But you got to think about it, man. They got other good players like McCaffrey, George Kittle, Debo, fucking Brandon Ayuk's a really good player. Fucking they have the best defense in the league with Fred Wagner and fucking like that's
a lot of talent.
That's just a team I wouldn't want to play. As much as I understand why you don't want to play them and all that, I just think it's a bad matchup for Green Bay. Because I think what San Fran would do is they would shut down the run game and force these young receivers to beat their defense. And I just don't believe they could. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it'd be too tough of a task for Aaron Rodgers to do without. If they had,
best shot would be Cowboys.
Oh, but I think the Green Bay would beat Dallas personally. I think Dallas would choke. Yeah, I think Dallas would pull a choke job and lose. Quite honestly, you know.
Actually,
you
need to hear.
You gotta talk about these other teams, like in the AFC and NFC. That could get at like the Dolphins and the Seahawks. And
I was getting to
Lions
it.
and
Getting
the
to it, Alex.
fucking,
Getting to Tom.
The Patriots, even we're talking about our teams here. You know,
I'm gonna be pissed if the Seahawks get in because they're gonna get smoked by anybody. In my opinion.
You know, and I think okay. See, here's my thing with the NFC teams: Green Bay, Detroit, and Seattle. If there was a thing, they talked about who's the most dangerous team, and a lot of them said Green Bay because of Aaron Rodgers, and I understand that, and that's completely understandable. But if you're going by just pure team alone, I think Detroit has the best offense out of any of those teams by far. But what scares me with Detroit, their defense at the first half of the year was horrible. I'm willing to admit that. But I believe, their defense has been better the last 10 weeks. If Detroit got in, I think they would want to play probably like Dallas because I think.
Oh, I think they would beat Dallas too.
I think they could too. I think San Fran would be really hard because best defense in the league, and they can't, and their defense is not that great. The Detroit's, it's okay, but it's gotten better over the year, but it's not still that great. The Eagles, I mean, depending on Jalen Hurts' health, and how good. Say he's not that great, like the Eagles can't throw the ball, and they're going to be forced to run the ball. You got to depend on his health. I think Philly would still beat Detroit, but I think it'd be a good game because you got to think about it. Week 1, Detroit only lost 38-35 to Philly, and that was with a healthy Jalen Hurts and et cetera, et cetera. I think Seattle would get beat by anybody. Maybe they could beat the Cowboys, but nobody else.
I agree.
I think besides Minnesota, Dallas is still. I think you guys might think I'm an idiot for saying this. Out of all the wildcard teams in the NFC, depending who the 7 seed is, I think Dallas is the weakest wildcard team. As much, and you would think the Giants would be. I don't. I think Dallas is. I think they're so overrated. I think Dak is not great. He's ass. I think they're overrated as fuck. And I think if they play Detroit or Green Bay, Dallas will lose. Because Detroit can score. Green Bay is they've gotten better offensively as the year went on and defensively. Same thing with Detroit. I think Dallas is overrated as hell. I'm not saying I think Green Bay would win. I think Detroit could win.
And Dak doesn't step up in those big time moments.
No, he don't. And I think Seattle could beat them, quite honestly. I think they're the most vulnerable wildcard team, depending who the 7th seed is. And I think the Giants are.
Who would the Giants? If the playoffs started, who would
they
the
play
Giants
Minnesota.
Oh, that's an.
I think they could win because Saquon ran it all over them last time, and Daniel Jones had a really good game throwing the ball too. But you realize, Hunter, the regular season, Minnesota won on a 61-yard field goal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like the Giants were this close to winning that game. I don't have so okay. So let me go get them because I'm not.
When are the playoffs?
Next week.
Not next weekend. They start next week.
Oh, they
Next
do?
weekend. Yeah, it's the wild card round, anyways. The wild card, yeah, it starts like that next week or weekend.
There should be
yeah.
a game.
That like next Saturday or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, there should be like 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday, and 1 game Monday.
Okay. So if we go look at the current matchups right now, I'll go look at it. Like, you got. So if you look at the standings, playoff. If you currently look at it, you got Beast would get the bye. The Bills would play the Patriots at the current. Or the Bills are going to play. Okay. So this is how it goes, guys. If the okay. So here's my thing on this. Okay, right? So say the Bills lose, right, from the Patriots. Just say they did, and that Tiger, as much as he wants Steelers to get in and break or something. But just say they did, right, Hunter? And Tiger and Colby. The Bengals beat the Patriots. The Bengals would go to 12-4. The Bills would go to 12-4. Who'd get the 1? Or who'd get the 2?
It's going to go off of a schedule.
Whoever has the tiebreaker in like divisional wins or something.
Because you got to remember, Hunter, the Bills and Bengals game got canceled because of the whole deal. It's that story with.
They said
Yeah, it's a coin toss, so they flip the coin. Whoever won it got the 2 seed.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, like that's how the 2 seed could be determined if the Bills were to lose, which I don't think they're going to lose to the New England person. And then the 3 would be the Ravens and Bengals. 5 would be the Chargers would go to Jacksonville. Then there was teams like Pittsburgh and Miami, outside chances of getting in. Not outside, but they just need some stuff to happen. NFC, Eagles would get the bye. The Niners would get the Seahawks. The Giants would get to go on the road to Minnesota. The Tampa would get Dallas. And I think Tampa would beat Dallas, quite honestly, which I think that's because they beat them earlier in the year. And then there's teams with like Detroit, Green Bay, and but I'm gonna, what do you think? Like, okay, so what is your guys' honest predictions? Who do you think is going to be in the NFC Championship game? Or AFC NFC Championship games?
I have. Let me look. AFC Championship game. I have Chiefs Bengals.
Yeah. What about your NFC, Colby?
I'm gonna go Niners for sure.
Sure, okay.
You know what? Just because I'm gonna go Bucks just because it's Brady, and I think Gronk's gonna come back.
The playoffs. I could see some asinine shit like that. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come get a remote pick, Tom."
Yep.
Basically,
If you look at it, if the Bucks are gonna be healthy, all they need is Gronk to come back. Then it's the same team that won the Super Bowl.
with an addition of Russell Gage and Julio. Yeah. Who haven't been nothing this year, but
they wouldn't.
well, Hunter, I mean, they're still NFL players. That make plays or contribute, but I get what you're saying. Yes, they haven't been near the level. What's your AFC NFC Championship game, Tiger?
He's gonna say Pittsburgh.
Please be realistic, Tiger. Don't be a dildo.
Alright. Just for shits and giggles, I'll let you get it too, because I know Alex knows I'm going to be a jackass. So, I know it would never happen, but I'd like to see just for shits and giggles, I'd like to see a Pittsburgh-Jacksonville. But,
wow, he's picking the shitters, but okay.
But if you want me to be realistic, Kansas City versus, I think, Jaguars.
What?
Yeah, I think Jaguars get in. Being serious.
He's got Trevor Lawrence fucking balling out apparently. Okay. What about you, Hunter? What's your AFC and NFC Championship games?
Oh, I forgot about. Listen, what happened to Mike?
NFC or AFC, I think it's going to be the Chiefs and we'll say the Chiefs, Bengals, and for the NFC, I just never know with the NFC. I'll say the Eagles make it, and fuck it, I'll say Tom Brady gets in there. Eagles, Bucks.
Hey, Alex.
So
You forgot one?
Mine's gonna be. I'm gonna go with the not. What the hell did you say?
You forgot mine, dumbass.
Which one?
Forgot.
I only did AFC and he skipped me to you, Hunter.
Oh.
Oh well, you need to speak up then.
Motherfucker, you kept on going.
Well, hey, bitch, you need to say, hey, Alex, just a
Yeah, you
second.
did.
He didn't say shit.
Yeah, he did. He said Alex. And then you just
Well-
kept on going.
Well, he must have said it as quiet as a fucking church mouse.
Alex.
Anyways, okay, Tiger, sorry. What's your NFC match?
Philly Vikings.
Possible.
It's possible. It is possible.
Okay. Okay. So, mine's pretty easy, quite honestly. But I think everybody picked this, besides Tiger, picked Bengals, Chiefs, AFC. I'm going to go with that. NFC, I'm going to go with the Niners, and I'm going to go with the Bucks. Your Super Bowl, we're going to do that next, but I'll go first. I think Super Bowl's Niners, Chiefs rematch again. I just have so much.
Say that. Interesting.
I just have so much faith in the fucking Niners with their defense, dude. I just have that.
I know.
faith.
But Alex, they never get the job done.
Hey man, Jimmy G's not a team. Jimmy G's not playing. It's young man, Mr. Irrelevant. they get held down by Jimmy
All right.
G anymore.
Kobe,
Bro,
who do you have?
The Niners have a legit QB, bro. Oh my god.
Right?
Oh well, they'd be the best team in the league. They might if they had a guy. Honestly, dude, if they had like a guy like Kirk Cousins, they'd probably be the best team in the NFL. Probably.
You said that before.
Honestly, because Kirk Cousins doesn't have a defense like that. That's that insanely good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yes, Kirk Cousins hasn't been great this year, but you got to think about it. I mean, Kirk Cousins' offensive line's been pretty brutal this year too. But anyways, continue.
Kobe, who's your Super Bowl teams?
Chiefs. And I'm going to go with the Niners.
I mean, Kobe went same.
Hunter?
I'm going Chiefs and I'm going Eagles.
Damn. That's.
No, I'm going Chiefs Packers, man.
Well, Hunter, we're doing that, and I'm doing Pittsburgh Green Bay. But no, anywho.
What the fuck are we fucking doing, you jokies?
Alex?
The fuck you talking about?
Atlanta never made it in. Also, to make Alex throw up one more time, Jacksonville, Minnesota, and I'm going Minnesota to win it all.
That's fucking
Wow.
Jesus.
That wouldn't happen in a million years.
Yeah, but you know what, Tiger, we're gonna let you believe in your heart. Let's go ahead. We're gonna let you believe. So we're gonna actually do some stuff, different stuff here, fellas. We're gonna rank some stuff here. So we're gonna rank the quarterbacks in the playoffs. So we're gonna go like this. So we're gonna rank. Okay, I guess the way we'll have to do this is because we have to include the teams. You know, like to include the teams like that are in the chance to get in as well too. So this is what we're gonna do. Okay. we're gonna rank quarterbacks of each team, like the one's best, obviously, and then it'd be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the AFC, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the NFC. So we'll do like the two teams like Detroit, Green Bay, and Seattle are going to be included in this because they all can have a chance to get in. We're going to rank the quarterbacks, basically top 9 quarterbacks that are going to could be in the playoffs for each conference. Okay. So the teams I'll make so you remember the quarterbacks. Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. This is in order, by the way. I'm just listing the quarterbacks. Patty Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Lamar, Max Jones, Tua, if he's healthy, and Kenny Pickett. That's the AFC. The NFC, that's not in order, by the way. The NFC is Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady, Dak, Daniel Jones, Geno, Jared Goff, and Green Bay. All right. Who wants to go first in ranking these 9 quarterbacks for each conference?
I'll go.
Who wants to go? Who? You want to go first, Tiger?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
All right, so we're going to go AFC. Number 1, I'm going to go with Mr. Patty. I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes. Number 2.
Ooh, thank God. I thought you were about to say fucking Kenny Pickett. I was about to fucking throw some.
Oh, he's top 5. Calm down.
Okay, go ahead.
No, so I got Patty Mahomes. Joe Burrow is 2nd. Josh Allen is 3rd. Trevor Lawrence is 4th. Kenny Pickett is 5th. Justin Herbert is 6. Tua, if he's healthy, he is 7. And Matt Jones is 8. And Lamar Jackson is 9.
Jesus.
Hey,
The Lamar slander.
He's not that good.
9, but okay, who wants to go next?
I'm good.
Who do you want? You're going next, Hunter, or Colby? Or
No, I
who
said
wants to go?
I'm good.
Alex, you go.
All right, so that's the AFC. We'll do the NFC next after we're all done. I'd say number 1 is Patty Mahomes. Number 2 is Joe Burrow. 3 is Josh Allen. I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence over Justin Herbert. 4. I think Herbert's 5.
You're really gonna take Herbert, or no? You're really gonna take freaking Lawrence over Herbert?
From what I've seen this year, offensively, yes. Trevor Lawrence has been better offensively this year. The Chargers' offense has quite honestly been disappointing with how many good players they have. And you go look at the statistics, but I mean, I get why you're saying that. It's close. It's really close, quite honestly. But what was that? 6 would be so it was 1 Mahomes, 2 Burrow, 3 Allen, 4 Trevor, 5 Herbert, 6 Lamar, 7 probably Tua. Yeah, 8 would be Kenny Pickett, and 9 would be Mac Jones. But I think
Wait, where'd you rank Lamar?
6 at behind Herbert.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I think. So Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Allen 3, Lawrence 4, Herbert 5, Lamar 6, Tua 7, Kenny Pickett 8, and Mac Jones 9. All right, go. You want to go, Hunter, or you want to go Tiger or Colby?
I'll go.
You'll go. Okay, go ahead, bud.
Hold on a sec.
Hunter's like pulling up these teams for him.
Yeah, I am. But remember everything at once.
I have a good memory though. Go ahead.
Number 1, obviously, gonna be Mahomes. 2, go ahead and give me my man, Broncos country. Let's ride. What? No, but 2nd is Josh Allen. 3rd is Joe Shiesty. And then 4th, I'm taking Lamar Action Jackson, baby. And then, after that, give me Justin Herbert, then Kenny Pickett, and then Daniel Jones. Boom. There you go.
Damn, he has 2 in the last spot. I can understand that.
He's
do.
through last.
Yes.
Damn.
Wow.
I've been sucking balls recently.
I'm not going to disagree with him on that one. Not going to disagree.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead,
do.
Kobe. What's your top 9?
I got Mahomes 1, 2's Joe Shiesty, 3 Josh Allen, 4 I'm gonna go Herbert, 5 I wanna go Trevor Lawrence, 6 I'll go Lamar, 7 I'll go. For right now, playing wise, I'm gonna go Kenny Pickett, and then I'm gonna go Tua, and then Mac Jones.
I think the reason why we all went too high is because we don't know his health, like concussions, and we just don't know where he's at health wise.
And he's garbage.
That too, but yeah.
Damn, that's.
Alright. So 2 of us had NFC. Who wants to go first?
I'm going to do it again.
NFC. You want to go first, Tiger?
Let's go again.
You want me to okay, the teams are Philly, which is Jalen Hurts, San Francisco's Brock Purdy, Minnesota's Kirk Cousins, Tampa's Tom Brady, Dallas is Dak, 6 is Danny Dimes. It's not in order, by the way. 7's Geno, then Jared Goff and Aaron Rodgers.
All right. So if we're going off stats, we're going off how we're supposed to look. Number 1.
We're going off just this year.
Yeah, great.
And this year and how they're playing right now.
So number 1, I'm going to go. Actually, I'm going to make Hunter happy right quick just to make him smile. Number 1, Aaron Rodgers, just because he's looking good right now. Number 2, Jalen Hurts. Number 3, Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. Brock Purdy. 4 is the GOAT. 5, I think, is Kirk Cousins. 6 is I'm gonna go Danny Dimes. 7 is Prescott. And then I think I've got Jared Goff at 8, and who's left? Seattle Genie at last. Gino.
Okay.
I'll go. So if we're going by this year, and just because, I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts because he's had a really good year. I still question his health, but as this year, I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts. 2. See, hold on. See, to me, it's just how I'm like I go by this year. I'm not going by in general. I think okay. I have to go for Cousins probably, just because. Quarterbacks really aren't that crazy loaded this year. The NFC. They all are, but there aren't. 3. Actually, wait. Let me. Okay, Jalen Hurts is 1. 2. I'm gonna go with Daniel Jones. 2. Absolutely. He's had a way better year than anybody in these quarterbacks besides Jalen Hurts. He hasn't turned the ball over. He has 2 picks all year. He has 3 fumbles. Look, Kirk Cousins has thrown fucking 14 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers has thrown 12 or 13. Turnovers lose you games.
Yeah.
Well, they somehow still freaking lost 6 games somehow.
Go look who they lost to. Go look at all the teams they lost to. Tell me who's bad.
Who's bad?
Lost to the Vikings. lost to the Cowboys. I think they lost to the Cowboys twice, actually. Yeah, they did. They lost to Dallas twice. They lost to good teams. but we'll deal with that in a second. 3 would be probably Brady.
Hell no, this has been a horrible year for Brady.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's still Tom Brady. It don't matter.
Well, it's still. Well, you're going by this year, bud.
I'm going by stats, sure, and I'm also going by who they are. And what they
what are
done.
we going by? Are we going by who they are, or are we going by stats?
Oh, okay. Oh, if we're going by stats, then if we're really if we're gonna go by stats, then Brady's been the worst of them all.
Yeah.
But if you're going by what they are,
Okay, you know what? Okay, if we're being like this, if we're going by stats, then it's Jalen Hurts and then it's Jared Goff, because Jared Goff's had probably one of the best years out of any quarterback in the NFC. If we're really going by stats, just being completely honest, but it depends how you're really determining that. Because he's thrown 30 touchdowns and 7 picks. I'm just saying, how are you? Because if you're going like, okay, if we're gonna go by stats, we'll go like this. Okay, we'll do this then. 1 has been Jalen. 2 has been Jared Goff. If we're going by stats. 3 has been probably Kirk Cousins. 4 would probably be fucking Aaron Rodgers. 5 would be Daniel Jones. 6 would be Geno. 7 would be Brady. 8 would probably be who am I missing? Oh, Dak would be 8 because he hasn't really played this year. 1, 2, he's kind of sucked, not having that great. And then fucking last would be Brock Purdy because he's only played 4 fucking games. It hasn't had the the numbers. You don't have the stats like all these other quarterbacks do. He's had a really good first 4 games, but that's. I don't know. But I don't know how we're really determining this. I guess stats. I guess, but I don't know. Whoever wants to go next can go next.
Hunter, go next.
Well, if we're going right now, as of now, oh boy.
It is. They're all boys, Hunter.
If we're going as of right now, I'm gonna have to take Aaron Rodgers just because this 4-game win streak, and then after that I'll actually take Brock Purdy because hasn't Jalen Hurts missed like 2 games now, so you can't really pick him. Then after that I'm gonna take Daniel Jones, and then Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins. Tom Brady, and then Kirk Cousins, Dak, and then who am I missing?
Geno Smith.
Yep, Geno Smith. Pretty good list, if you ask me.
Okay.
Kobe next.
If we're, in your list, the only thing I would put Jared too, but that's a flip because
You put him at 2 over Purdy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta look at it though for Detroit's perspective of this. They started 1-6 and then they went on like a bazillion game winning streak. And Jared Goff's had a really nice year and one of the best offenses in the league. And I get where your point with Brock Purdy is though, because he's a rookie quarterback, and he's had some pretty pressure games like against Oakland. They're winning. I get that. That's a fine. Go ahead. Whoever wants to go next, can go ahead. Whoever it's supposed to be.
Go ahead, Kobe.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go by stat. Jalen Hurts is number 1. Number 2 would be Jared Goff. Number 3 would be probably Kirk Cousins. 4, I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers. 5 would be Danny Dimes. 6, I'm gonna go Brady. And then 7, Brock. And then Geno last. I don't trust Purdy.
Yeah. Like I said, the thing that I trust with the Niners is I trust their defense will get them there. That's what I just have that massive faith in that. I mean, I could be wrong, and they could get beaten in the first round for the fuck I know, but I just have faith in their defense because they have some of the best defensive players in the league. But, I mean, wait, who are your guys? Wait, so who's all of our Super Bowl picks? I know mine's the Niners. Who's yours, Colby?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Who's yours, Hunter?
I agree, the Chiefs.
Yours is the Chiefs, Hunter?
Yeah.
Who's yours, Tiger?
What's up, bro? What's up,
It's Tiger. Who's your Super Bowl pick?
Who's my Super Bowl
Realistic,
champion?
not Steelers.
Like, who's my Super Bowl champion?
Steelers got to make the playoffs first. Shoot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who do you have winning the Super Bowl this year, Tiger?
I mean, I was fucking around with y'all about Minnesota. I was actually looking forward to seeing the Eagles win it.
You're taking Philly?
Either Philly or Minnesota, one of the two.
Okay. So, I have the Niners, Colby and Hunter have the Chiefs, and you have Philly. Okay. So, wow, two AFC, two NFC. That's funny.
Oh, by the way, Alex, I'm going to add this to it, wait. If Philly does make it that far, if they do, if Philly makes it that far, and who are you taking again, my bad?
Me? My Super Bowl pick's the Niners.
Okay. If somehow 49ers and Eagles are in the NFC Championship, I'd be down to make another bet.
Yeah, I would take the Niners, but yeah, if that happens, we'll make a bet.
Colby, me and you should make a bet because frickin' Tiger and Alex are always making bets.
No, we should. Okay, no, guys, this is what we should do. Okay, if you want to make. Okay, how about this, friend? How about this, fellas? Okay. Well, I don't want to end the podcast because we could have at least there's so much quite a bit to talk about. I don't even know what time it is.
2 o'clock in the morning? 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. We'll
I might
we'll
hop
have-
off about 2:30.
That's we can probably send it at 2:30. That's fine because I mean we might that don't because I mean it's only 30 minutes. But okay, so here's my thing. We could do that. Okay, so if I don't know Hunter, I don't know if you would be available for a podcast tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night I'm closing.
Oh, I know. I'm saying after because I work.
Well, it depends on how that game goes for me.
It depends on how that game goes for me.
Hunter's like,
I already know what I'm going to say if we lose. I'm going to be like, it's Jordan Love.
Fire Joe Barry. Jordan Love time. Trade Rodgers for draft capital.
Be like, it's time for the future, baby.
Okay, so this is what we can do. I don't know if Kobe you'll be available because you probably working.
Yep, I do.
Okay, so if you want, you could come in and listen if you wanted for a little bit.
Yeah, listen to us, too.
So what we could do? Okay, so this is what we could do, guys. Hunter, if you're available, if you want tomorrow, we can do a podcast, recap, and Tiger as well, recapping the weekend, of who made the playoffs, etc.
Yeah, and then wait. Okay, so like by the end of tomorrow night, the playoffs should be set, and we'll know who's playing who. Right?
Because there is no game Monday night. The playoffs are set after the line.
Well, it's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's a perfect night for a podcast then.
Hunter, tomorrow the playoffs could technically be set before the fucking Lions-Packers game actually starts.
No, not necessarily.
Well, technically they can be if Green Bay takes care of business. Okay. Yeah. They can basically be set.
What sucks about it is Detroit kind of got screwed over because they're not even going to know what they're playing for, I don't think. Because by the time that game ends, they'll already be getting ready to play and shit.
Well, that's not. Well, if Seattle wins, it don't matter. They're basically playing the spoiled Green Bay season.
Yeah,
basically. But if the Rams win, then they're playing for the playoffs.
Yep.
So what we can do tomorrow is we'll recap the NFL final regular season weekend. We can give our final predictions of the finalized playoffs and shit. Of the matchups. We can talk all the matchups and shit. You know, break it down. You know, we can. There's actually one thing I want to do a prediction about, which I'll pass that in a moment. I think Colby knows what I'm talking about. But we can break it down. We can also do our final predictions, or not our predictions because we already did that tonight, but our keys to the game for the national championship game on Monday. If you guys want it as well, we could also maybe start talking.
Didn't we though?
No, no. Oh, I mean, we can. I mean, keys to the game. We really didn't do. We just predicted the game. I mean, all we really said was, I guess, TCU has to be able to score the ball, obviously. Be able to. I mean, yeah, actually, now. But we could start talking a little about the NBA if you guys want as well. It's still young in the year, but maybe, talk about who we think's going to be in the All-Star, on the All-Star teams and shit.
Yeah.
We talk about that. We can talk about, we can just give our own thoughts on the NBA playoffs, maybe, and also trade deadline
Alex?
shit as well. Okay, so one thing I wanted to go ahead.
I mean, like, after football's over, that's all we're going to have to talk about is the NBA.
I mean, maybe a little hockey, but I barely paid attention to Pittsburgh this year. As much as I am a fan, I just really haven't.
They're not looking good. I saw their game. They're not looking good.
They're not. They're not. They're playing. They're like
Really?
Huh?
I thought they were doing really good this year.
Hunter, they're like on a 7-game losing streak right now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hunter, they would be better off. Don't take this the wrong way. And I love Pittsburgh. I love them dearly.
If you say trade away Sidney Crosby, I'm leaving the call.
Now, no, we couldn't get anything.
Did you say he's being a shitter?
I said he's getting up there.
Hunter, he's 36 years old and leads the team in goals.
Alex, you got mad at us, or you got mad at me about saying we should keep Jeter, or we should keep fucking the other guy, and you got mad about it.
I was pissed when they re-signed Evgeny Malkin. He's old and washed. I didn't mind Chris Letang as much, but I didn't like them for re-signing Gino because he's old and washed. Sid's not. Sid's fucking producing at his age. Gino isn't. They re-signed Gino because they didn't want to be mean and fucking break up the band. Just sounds like the same old shit with fucking Green Bay and Pittsburgh. We didn't want to break up the band. Fucking, but you know what? It sounds like the same old shit. But you know what, dude? It's all good.
Alex, what would you rather have? Would you rather sit there and let Gino retire, or would you rather give him off to someone else?
I'd rather fucking just let him go somewhere else.
Alex, you know how often I wanted what was the one goalie I wanted to come back to Pittsburgh, and I know for a fact we can make a trade for his ass.
Marc-Andre Fleury?
Yes, we can make a trade for his ass.
Why do you want that?
Because he's good, Hunter. He's a good goalie. Yes, he's sitting behind the goalie we have now, but he would basically be a backup. But I told Alex before we should start his ass, but Alex was like, no, we're not starting him.
Dude, I am a massive fucking Christian Ujari hater. I hate Christian Ujari. Our goalie. I think he's overrated. I think he looks quite honestly fat white ass.
Alex, you didn't like Fleury, and we still dealt with it.
I think Pittsburgh has a lot of. You know what, dude? And none of it's on Sidney Crosby. None of it's on Jake Gensel. None of it's part of the problem is they don't. Pittsburgh is just their type. You know what? My dad said it fucking after they went back to back. He said it the fucking year after they went back to back. They need to let some of these older guys go and get younger and get faster. You know what? He was completely correct because with his team in Detroit, they did the same thing Pittsburgh's doing. Held on to all these old guys because they didn't want to break up the band. And now my dad's team's in a fucking they're trying to rebuild. And you know what's going to happen? The same thing's going to happen to Pittsburgh.
Alex, you can't get mad at the Penguins because they're not doing what you want them to do. Like, Alex, that was like me with fucking Steelers. You wanted me to like restart and rebuild? No.
Pittsburgh Tiger. Pittsburgh never restarted and rebuild. That's what I want Pittsburgh to do. I want Pittsburgh to get rid of some of the old heads on their team and guys that aren't producing.
I agree.
And
I agree with you,
I
but
want them to get a little bit younger and faster and get more physical and hungry. I don't want they're not that though. That's the thing, dude. I'm sorry, maybe I'm just different, but Pittsburgh blew that series against the Islanders. The year they lost in 6. They blew that. They blew the series last year against the Rangers. They choked.
Didn't they blow like a 3-1 lead or something?
No, they were up 3-2 and they choked. They had the game controlled in New York and they fucking you know what? They were missing Jari, and as much as I don't like Jari, if he played more in that series, they would have won. But Casey DeSmith wasn't great, but he wasn't bad. But
also that's the same game that me and Alex.
They were relying on Ben Johnson. Who was like their fucking third string goalie. Remember, DeSmith got hurt in game 1, and then they came in and nobody had known who the fuck he was, and then they won in overtime.
And he did his job, Alex. He did his fucking job.
But you know what? I don't fault that guy who's in New York now, by the way, Rangers, because it wasn't his fault. Because you know what, dude? He's not near the level of the goalies Pittsburgh has, and he played pretty damn well for not being that great of a goaltender.
Alex. If Pittsburgh's had almost the greatest goalies in the fucking world, then why did we not keep one of them?
They didn't keep Marc-Andre Fleury because you know what? He's starting to get older. And also, they also couldn't keep him off because because when Vegas came into the league, he got drafted by Vegas, and he got basically got drafted by Vegas, and then he was their goalie for a while. I mean, they just didn't keep him off the trade block. That has nothing to do with keeping him. Part of it's because you know what, they believed in Matt Murray, who was part of their 2 back-to-backs, by the way. And they also believed in Jari at the time would be his backup, and they didn't want to pay him Marc-Andre Fleury the money, which I completely understand it because it's a business, and I get that.
But that's understandable, and I mean I understand where Pittsburgh didn't go there, but at the same time, like,
do I wish they would have kept Fleury?
Yes.
I wish they might have given. I think in a way Pittsburgh quit on Matt Murray too quickly because he had a bad year and they panicked and got rid of him immediately. I mean, I think he got really disrespected by the franchise because he was part of the reason they wanted back-to-back Stanley Cups. So it wasn't Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah.
But I also agree with the father. I think Pittsburgh should have got rid of some of their older heads.
So
after the because everybody. Teams like, not Washington.
Who's your hockey?
Who, me or Tiger?
Tiger. Who's your hockey team?
I'm a Penguins fan. I'm going to root for the Penguins.
Penguins fans here. Oh, man. Fuck you. Yeah.
But no, I want to say something real quick since Alex is talking about something because we're sitting this a little bit longer. So I pulled up the hockey standings, by the way, Alex. I did. I'm being serious. I did. All right? And I'm looking at these standings, and there's teams on here that are blowing my mind that shouldn't even be in a top 5 conversation. But here's the thing. Like, Boston, they've always looked good. Toronto has looked average. Tampa has looked average. The Bills have looked average.
Bills?
The Bills, Sabretooth.
You mean the Buffalo?
Yeah.
I mean, the team that surprised me this year has been Devils.
Yeah, I saw the Devils are looking good right now, surprisingly.
You know what? But the best team in hockey right now is fucking
Boston.
They're like 20 something and
31-4 right now.
Yeah, they're 4 wins and they're like fucking insanely good right now.
Yeah, but wait a second. I don't know. I mean, do you want Alice? You're probably not on the same page as me. Do you want the Penguins to make the playoffs or no?
Oh, sure, yeah, but too, they're not playing good right now. They're playing horrible. They're not. But Pittsburgh, they're choking games away. They had a 2-0 lead against fucking Boston in the the Winter Classic, and they choked. They lost 3-2, or they had a 1-0 lead and lost 2-1, and late in the third period. They had a lead against fucking somebody else and lost. They've blown leads this year. They're doing shit they normally don't ever do. It's just irritating. Every time I've watched a game this year, what's crazy? Every game I've watched this year, guys, they've lost.
Damn.
And that's why I'm not watching them, because they're not winning. And it's not me going to be like a bandwagon. I'm big. You know what, dude? You want to know what kind of blew not my brakes, but like it made me kind of get frustrated when they re-signed Evgeny Malkin and Chris Letang. That made me really irritated, because they're just doing the same thing over and over. I'm sick and tired of first round exits over and over. I mean, who wouldn't be, quite honestly?
So they're trying to keep all these guys from those freaking Stanley Cup teams, huh?
They're not moving on. A lot of those guys don't play the Hunter. It's the main dudes, and they're not going to give away Sid, because you know what? Sid's producing. He's being just fine. He leads the team in goals and assists. Okay, but my frustration is this: they're not fucking. They needed to move away from Gino, because Gino, he had a health issues. He couldn't stay healthy. Chris Letang, I don't mind that. That don't bother me much. Gino really annoys me, because and I hate these Penguin fans. I mean, you go on like the Twitter or Instagram and you say like, oh, they need to get rid of Gino or whoever. They're like, oh, you're just a hater. And I'd sit there and it's like the same thing with like Packer fans. They're like, oh, we need to get rid of Joe Barry. He's a whore, DC, or or the Steelers. Oh, we need to get rid of Matt Canada.
Well, that's true. Those things are true.
But it's true about Gino. He's been horrible. He has done nothing. He has not been that great, dude, this year.
Alex,
he has not been great last year.
Even from the games that even the games that Pittsburgh should be winning, I'm looking at their goalies.
Jari's been pretty.
Jari's good. Smith is terrible.
Well, I mean, that's why he's a backup on or Tiger, but yeah.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, my frustration, it started in the off season. You realize when the season started, my dad had to remind me hockey was on. That never happens with me. I didn't even know hockey had started. So it was like 3 games into the season. I didn't even know it started yet. I was like, what? I was like, hockey's going on. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was preseason. Damn. I'm not kidding with you. That's how irrelevant this year for hockey's been for me. I've been way more into the NBA and NCAA and the NFL. That's not me normally.
Well, I am going to be completely honest.
You guys know, remember, like I told you, usually for me it's football, then hockey, and then fucking basketball. I was more into MLB than I was fucking the NHL.
Yeah, I can believe it. So, Alex, I know you don't really want to like it, but right now, and I love Pittsburgh dearly, we are on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game losing streak.
No, their Pens are not playing very good right now. It's frustrating. It's you know what, dude? And as much I love Mike Sullivan as a coach, he helped Pens win 2 back to back. You know what, man? But it's about time for them to switch up coaches and go get somebody else. It's about that.
But who do you go get?
And you got to figure out who you want to get. That's fine. But it's time to go somewhere different direction, because they haven't. You got to think about it like this, Hunter and Tiger. They haven't got, and Colby. They haven't got out of the first round of the playoffs since 2017. They've been first round ticket. They've got beaten the first round of the playoffs every year after 2017. You got because you think about it. 2018 they lost to the Islanders. 2019 they lost to I believe, the Islanders again. Then 2020 COVID year, it was the weird ass playoffs they did. They got beat by the Canadiens. Then 2021, they lost to the fucking Islanders again. Then they lost to the Rangers last year. The Pens have it's just frustrating. And it as much as I love my Penguins, dude, I'm really over hockey right now. And I'm not into it. I haven't been doing it for a while. I'm
kind of ready for baseball.
I am too. Not really.
The Royals are decent this year.
I don't know. I'm just fucking.
What is that? Who do you go for again, Hunter, in baseball?
He's the Royals. He's
Me
home.
too. Yeah, surprisingly, I like the Royals, but not the Chiefs.
So what is that, Alex? Who are you?
Hold up. Me for MLB?
Yeah.
I like the Rockies.
Oh, so he will stick with a team close to fucking. God damn it.
I hate every team in Kansas. I hate the Royals and I hate the Rockies, but the Chiefs. And it's not really the teams. They just don't. Their fans are really annoying. Because here's my bitch with the Chiefs and the Royals fan base. Okay, guys, and tell me if I'm wrong on this. And if you say I'm wrong, you're just being a homer. And maybe not you guys for the NFL because you're none of you are Chiefs fans. Okay, but let me ask this question: before Patty Mahomes in the Super Bowls, they were okay with Alex Smith, right? They weren't like no elite team, but they weren't bad. But after they won the Super Bowl, their fans just fucking they're annoying, are they not? We won the Super Bowl because you know what? Did they have before Hunter?
Hold on. The thing is, now they actually have something to be excited about.
But Hunter, that's not fucking fan. That's not a true fucking fan. I shouldn't say that. It's not a true fan, but that's a shitty fan because Hunter. Okay, how do I explain this? So, say for an instance, right? Before they won that Super Bowl, right, Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Their fans were in non-existence. They didn't ever talk. They were quiet, and then when they won Super Bowl, they're like loud and proud. Same thing with the Royals. What the fuck? Okay, like Carson kind of said it perfectly. Our cousin, he said it perfectly. He said, that was the first Super Bowl for the Chiefs in over 50-some years. Where were they the last 50-some years before that? Before they won that Super Bowl? They were non-existent. Same thing with the Royals. The last time they won the World Series, they were non-existent. So they won that World Series, and then they haven't done anything since. That's my point on this. Is like, their fan. It's not really the franchises. It's the fans. I don't like the Chiefs fans at all. I think they're annoying. I think there's a bunch of fans
like that in every. It's probably like that in every state.
Oh, yeah. More than likely. I don't know. It's just, their fans are annoying. Honestly, okay, here's a good thing we can do. Okay, I actually like this, okay? So we're going to do, if you go, so 32 teams with 31 technically, okay? Because we're going with some teams. We're gonna rank every team from who we hate the most to who we hate the least. Okay, and I'm gonna read it out loud.
Wait, what? Of what?
Like, every team besides your team you root for. So 31 teams. NFL.
Oh God.
Okay. So, who is your 30 seconds the most hated? Number 1 is the least hated. Okay. Connor, who is your most hated team?
It's either the Vikings, the Bears, or the 49ers.
Well, you have to pick one. We're not going with fucking three.
Oh. The Chicago Bears.
The Bears, okay. Who's your most hated NFL team, Colby?
I don't think I really hate any. Maybe.
Oh, I know who I would say, but go ahead.
I'd say Chiefs fans. So yeah, Chiefs.
Okay. Who's your most hated team, Tiger? Tiger. Did Tiger die?
What's up, brother?
Who is your most hated NFL team? Who do you hate the most?
For the longest time, it was the Patriots. Now it's just. I don't know. Like I said, for the longest time, it was Patriots because of Tom Brady. But,
You have to pick. Well, you have to pick one. Your current most hated team.
Damn. I don't know. It's because I don't really hate any of those teams right now. But if you want me to give you a right answer,
Oh wow, I'm surprised you didn't say the Ravens because of we fucking hooping.
well, yes, I don't like the Ravens because of his ass. But at the same time, like, it's when I was younger, it's New England. Now I just don't. I mean, yes, it should be the Ravens. I'm gonna have to go New England, dude.
We'll go with the Patriots. We'll go with that because Brady being there, ruining Big Ben's career, winning 25 Super Bowls. Okay, mine's probably the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs. I hate the fans. I don't hate the franchise. I just hate the fans. Okay, Hunter, what's your 31st? Or no, that'd be your 31st. I'm sorry because you're a Packers fan. Okay, who's your 30th most hated team, Hunter?
The 49ers.
What about you, Colby? And you have to dig deep. Fan base. You like the fan base. You hate a player on that certain team. Maybe a player in that history of that franchise. You know, you hate it. You hate their code. You hate. You have a. Did you have a guy, a friend who cheated with Kayla? That he likes that team. I'm thinking random things here, but at this point, I'm just, you can use any of these things.
Patriots.
Patriots because of what? Brady.
Yeah, when Brady always won the Super Bowl, yeah.
Well, that's in the past. I thought this was right now.
Oh no, you. Okay, well then, what we can do, Colby, you can just do Brady.
Well, no, it's
in general.
fine. It's fine. I really don't care. It's fine.
Okay. Yours is the Niners. Okay, who's yours, Tiger? Remember, you can use anything here. Does your dad like the team? Does your mom? Does your fucking brother? Does anybody that annoys you? Does fucking whoever at this point? Do you not like that certain player? Do you not like that certain coach? Just use anything you want. Or maybe a TikToker like we hooping. Anything at this point.
Whose turn is it?
It's Tiger.
Alex, I'm gonna have to go with and this is just me being as nice as I can, but like for the longest time, there was one player I always hated, but it's been changed here and there. But it's Tom Brady.
Okay, so we'll just go with the Patriots because you ruined Big Ben's life. Okay, let's go with that. Mine 30th team. I cannot fucking stand the fucking. Oh, I can't stand the fucking Ravens. I don't. It's not. In part of it's weird. Even though I want to share the joke, but I don't like. I never liked Ray Lewis at all. I hated Ray Lewis.
What?
Yeah, I was not a big fan. Also, I didn't like Ray Rice. He beat shit out of everyone.
That's
Those are. I didn't like Ray Rice at all. It's that.
I don't mind the Ravens right now.
Who's your 29?
Oh.
I'm gonna assume it's probably the Vikings.
I really don't hate no teams in the AFC, honestly. I either. Yeah, I gotta say the Vikings.
What
I
about you,
freaking
Colby?
hate Vikings.
Probably because of their fan base.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
Why do you hate the Raiders?
They're fans.
Oh, so that you don't like Tiger's dad's team? Okay, that's interesting.
Who?
This is their thing. His is the Raiders, the 29.
Huh?
So I'll go with me and then let Tiger think of his 29.
Kansas City.
Yo, yours is the Chiefs. Okay, I know that gets that answered. I don't like my 29 would be the Cowboys. I hate Dallas. Fucking man.
All right. So while Alex is making this statement real quick, I want y'all to listen real quick. While I was making a statement, so I cut him off. It's kind of funny because there's a YouTuber that Alex knows I'm about to mention, and I look almost exactly like his ass. He's a Cowboys fan, and I'm a Steelers fan. Alex will explain to you, Hunter, who I'm talking about.
Tim the Tat Man. Yeah, Tim the Tat Man's a Cowboys fan, and the Tigers Steelers fan. I think look similar in a way.
The Cowboys are going to be my 29th one or 28th one.
Okay, so
They're always
they're
like, we're going to the Super Bowl.
You know that fat guy who's an Eagles fan, or he's like makes fun of the Cowboys, where he's like, "We're going to the Super
Yeah,
Bowl."
EDP.
Yeah.
Bro, you know he literally tried to have sex with a little girl, and now he's dying because he has like stage 5 liver failure.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh, what the hell? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Eat up with like a little girl and shit. Yeah.
That's like such karma.
Yeah.
As much as I shouldn't say that because it's not good for anybody to die. But that'd be technically like karma. But so you're 29. The Cowboys. Mine's the Cowboys. Well, actually, or no, you said the Vikings, right?
Yeah.
So 28 would be the Cowboys. That's for you. Okay. Well, who's your 28, Colby?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Who's yours, Tiger?
Cowboys.
Wow, we all hate the Cowboys the same amount.
Okay, so, well, no, that was my 29th, actually, so you guys are 28. That was my 29th. My 28th, I do not like the fucking goddamn stinking motherfucking Browns. Because I think, and you might think this reason's funny. I hate Jake Paul, and he's from Cleveland, Ohio.
That's such a random reason.
Well, no, if you didn't know, he actually got signed by the Browns. If you didn't know that. He's not on the team. Yeah, you can look it up. He got signed as like a media, their like Instagram and Twitter pages and shit. He's like a media guy for them now. For their social medias. And I hate Jake, so that's my reasoning. Browns would be 28 for me. Okay. 27. Who do you hate on it?
The Raiders.
Raiders. What's the reasoning? Devontae Adams.
Yeah. That's the only reason.
Devontae Adams. What about you, Colby? What about you, Colby?
The Browns.
Why?
Because of Baker and that.
Because they mistreated Baker.
Yeah, and that racist is on the team.
Oh, Kareem. No, not Kareem. Or Deshaun.
Yeah.
Plus, Kareem Hunt kicked that girl in the elevator or whatever, too, so there you go. There's my reason.
Yeah.
27. That was your 27. Hunter's was the
Raiders.
Tyler, who's your 27?
Cleveland.
What's the reason?
Y'all are picking the same ones.
Nope.
So I picked the Browns as my Brown, or did I pick Cleveland?
Yeah.
Okay, I picked them for 28. Because 29 is Dallas, yeah. So I picked them for 28. You guys picked for 27. So Hunter doesn't like the Raiders. You don't like 27 the Raiders. 27 for Tigers. The Browns, my fully system as well. My 27, I am going to go with. I'm going Tampa Bay because Brady's on there now. That and I didn't like what they did to my boy Josh Freeman, how they treated him.
But
Some of you are probably thinking, who the fuck is Josh Freeman?
Yeah.
he got drafted in the first round, played at K-State as a quarterback. Yeah. All right, fellas, who's your 26th punter?
I want to say the Broncos. Just this year. Just because this year they're like so corny and terrible.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Yeah, that is.
that's what basically got Russell Wilson not in the playoffs.
No, because there's some people that go like Packers Nation. Let's ride.
Yeah, or they're like Broncos country. Let's cry.
What about you, Colby? What's your 27?
Well, it's 12:30 or 2:30.
Okay. We'll just do this. Oh, we're gonna already do this for then. Okay, guys. So tomorrow is the FCS National Championship division. Like it's basically the division below. It's Division 1. So it's in South Dakota State versus North Dakota State. Who do you fellas have winning?
Let's go, ball.
I'm going with North Dakota State.
I'm gonna go
Because
south.
of Chris Fine and Anthony couldn't coach there.
I'm gonna go south.
I'm gonna go northwest.
North, not northwest, John. But okay, I hear you. Loud, clear. What about you, Colby? You got the Bison, or you got the Jackrabbit?
I think, well, in the regular season, South Dakota won.
South Dakota State, yep. It was a good game.
It was a good game. I'm pretty sure South Dakota State won the championship last year.
Yes, they beat. It wasn't North Dakota State. It was fuck. Who was it last year? I don't remember, but it was somebody good. I know. Oh, it was No, go ahead. I can't remember now. Fuck. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go South Dakota State again.
Hey, you're gonna go Jackrabbits win back to back? Yep.
Back to back.
So, alrighty, fellas. So we got Jackrabbit, we got Jackrabbit, and we got Bison. Okay, so are we done here, fellas? Or what?
Yeah, what I was thinking.
We're done. Are we doing a podcast tomorrow night after the game, sir?
We can if you want to, but I don't get out of work till after 11.
I mean, I won't get out till 11 either, but I mean, I'm down if you're down, Hunter.
I am.
Okay. I'll plan on us. So we're going to have 11:45 tonight, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Boys, don't forget your